on a Friday evening to essentially just enjoy the evening.
Yes, and it's certainly, as you say, a very gentrified area, a very popular area, and not far from where those horrific attacks took place in January, because the offices of Charlie Hebdo are also located in the 11th arrondissement, aren't they, Emma?
This is an area that will always be synonymous with that, because the Charlie Hebdo offices are so nearby, and obviously Place de la République was where we saw that immense march in solidarity just 4 days after the initial attack on Charlie Hebdo. The world's leaders gathered there to stand in solidarity against terrorism. Now, if I can just flesh out for you a little bit about the Bataclan situation. It was a death metal gig. Eagles of Death Metal were playing there. A large detonation explosion was heard, and around 20 or so shots were fired too. That's according to witnesses who are at that location. Hostages have been taken reportedly. Also, we're hearing that 100 shots were fired in the area. So this is really likely to be a very, very high casualty count indeed. Associated Press are saying 26. I'm also seeing a figure of 30. Now, with this number of shots being fired in such a densely populated area, packed with people on a night out on a Friday, unfortunately, the situation is likely to worsen.
At this point, let's bring in Haxi Myers-Belkin, a France 24 reporter who's there on the scene at Rue de Charonne, not far from one of the restaurants that were targeted by those gunmen. Haxi, from where you are, what are you able to tell us?
Hello, Annette. So I'm on the Rue de Charonne, just 200 metres from where the shootout occurred, at a cafe, a restaurant called La Belle Équipe, which was, of course, full. It's a Friday night. Speaking to witnesses here who were in a restaurant just 3 doors down, they say they heard many gunshots, possibly from 2 separate rifles. They came out onto the street. There was panic. They looked to their right, just 3 doors down. They say they saw